Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to the day 78 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Alright, so before I get into the actual recap, I just want to give a shout out to Amino Hardwood NBA. This app is straight up legit. This is like the NBA fans' dream app. If you're like a hardcore, if you really love the NBA, then this is your dream app because it's social media, but everything NBA. So basically what it is like a newsfeed where people start discussions, topics, polls, anything NBA related, asking questions. For example, I posted a poll today that I want you guys to go answer. There will be a link to my poll, this poll, down in the description box below, and I will be doing a poll like this every single day. So basically whatever the topic of today's video is, there will be a poll that I want you guys to answer based on that topic down in the description box. So definitely go check that out. And the links to the download for both iOS and Android of the Amino NBA Hardwood app will be down in the description box below. As you guys probably saw, the topic for this video is going to be, is Draymond Green the Golden State Warriors MVP? Now I know a lot of people at first thought are gonna say, no, of course he's not. It's gonna be Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is of course the MVP. He won the MVP award 2 times back to back. One of them was unanimous. Of course he's going to be the MVP, and that's fine. I get that. Yo, he is the face of the Golden State Warriors. No, there's no dispute about that. When you think about the Golden State Warriors, you're gonna think about Stephen Curry, not Draymond Green. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the guy who was most valuable to the team. And another argument people are gonna say is Draymond Green is a system player. Yo, he's only as good as he is. He only gets the numbers he does because of the Golden State Warriors system, the system they run through Draymond Green. And that's exactly the point. They run the system through Draymond Green because Draymond Green is Draymond Green. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Draymond Green does absolutely everything for the Golden State Warriors. He rebounds, defends, assists, he can score a little bit. You know, he does absolutely everything for the Golden State Warriors. I would go as far as say that Draymond Green is the system. On defense, look at this. On defense, their philosophy is switch everything. And what that means is the guy of the man who sets the screen goes on the player that was set the screen for. For example, if Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond do a pick and roll, and you have Klay Thompson defending Reggie Jackson, Draymond Green on Andre Drummond, Draymond Green switches on to Reggie Jackson, and Klay Thompson switches on to Andre Drummond. Now, normally when you have a big man, switching him on to the point guard is a recipe for disaster. But with Draymond Green, he can guard 1 through 5, so that allows them to switch everything. He is their best defender. Draymond Green is the Warriors' best defender. Is he the best perimeter defender in the NBA? No. Is he the best interior defender in the NBA? No, but the thing is, he's good at both. He can hold his own at both, and not many players can do that. Not many players are good both on the perimeter and both on the interior in terms of defense. And I think that's a very underrated part of Draymond Green. And you can even look at the Warriors' success over the past 3 seasons. And you can look at the reason and say, well, it's because of Draymond Green. Yo, they inserted Draymond Green into the starting lineup. When Steve Kerr took over, he inserted Draymond Green into the starting lineup and basically built the offense and defense around Draymond Green. In the 2013-2014 season, yo, Draymond Green played all 82 games but only started 12. In that season, he averaged 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. That was coming off the bench in about 20 minutes per game. And then in the 2014-2015 season, he plays in 79 games and starts all 79 games, playing 31 minutes per game, averages just under 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. You know, and of course that was the year the Golden State Warriors went on to win the NBA championship. And then the next year, the year the Warriors went 73-9, you know, he played more minutes per game. He was playing 35 minutes per game. He played 81 games compared to 79, and he averaged 14 points, just under 10 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? There's like a co-alignment with how well the Warriors do compared to the type of season that Draymond Green is having. Last year, he had the best season statistically of his career when he averaged 14, 9, and 7. This year he's still having a good season. He's not shooting as much, which you could expect, of course, with the addition to Kevin Durant to the team. But he's still giving you just about the same number of rebounds, just about the same number of assists, just about the same number of blocks. He's also averaging 1 block and then 2 steals per game. So when it comes down to who the Golden State Warriors' most valuable player is, I'm gonna have to give it to Draymond Green. You can't say it's Kevin Durant because this is a team that went 73-9 without Kevin Durant, so it's kind of hard to say that Kevin Durant is the most valuable player. Of course, it would be easy to make an argument for Stephen Curry being the most valuable player, but to me, it just seems as if it is Draymond Green. I'm not saying that he's overall their best player, but look at this. If you take Stephen Curry off the Golden State Warriors, you still have Klay Thompson and you still have Kevin Durant do a bulk of the scoring. That's more than enough scoring. Same can be said for Kevin Durant, and of course, same can be said for Klay Thompson. But if you take Draymond Green off this Warriors team, there is no one else on that roster that can fill in for him. No one else can do what he does for them night in and night out. James Harden is able to do just about everything as well, yo. Another 40-point triple-double last night. I believe this is his third on the season. He's now tied with Russell Westbrook for the number of 40-point triple-doubles this season. And the Houston Rockets beat the Charlotte Hornets 121-114. James Harden, 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. 40 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. Absolutely insane numbers once again from James Harden. You know, it's just super impressive what he's been able to do with the season, what the Rockets have been able to do this season. I made a video before saying the Rockets deserve more respect than some people around the NBA and some fans are giving them, and that still holds true. They won again last night. They're now 31-9 on the season. They are now tied with the San Antonio Spurs for the second best record in the Western Conference, and only 2.5 games behind the Golden State Warriors for the first best record in the Western Conference. I mentioned how the Rockets are now tied with the Warriors for the first best record, and that's because the Milwaukee Bucks went out and beat the San Antonio Spurs last night. Giannis Antetokounmpo only played 9 minutes. He's still dealing with an illness. He tried to give it a go last night, but I guess it just wasn't working for him. And the Bucks still managed to get a win, 109-107. Jabari Parker with another really good game, 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Malcolm Brogdon has also been an absolute steal for the Milwaukee Bucks. The rookie Malcolm Brogdon had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. An absolute freaking steal in this year's draft class. But it was Michael Beasley who did most of the heavy lifting for Milwaukee Bucks last night, yo. If only Michael Beasley could have kept his head on straight, he could have been a really good player in the NBA, yo. 28 points last night. He also had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Another big game from last night though was the Boston Celtics versus Toronto Raptors. Yo, with a win, the Boston Celtics would have been able to tie the Toronto Raptors for the second best record in the Eastern Conference. And for a majority of the time, it looked like that was going to happen until DeMar DeRozan said enough is enough. DeMar DeRozan went off for a season high 41 points and also had a career high 13 rebounds last night. The man was not about to take any type of L for the Toronto Raptors. An absolutely ridiculous performance from DeMar DeRozan, especially down the stretch. And Kyle Lowry also chipped in with 24 points of his own, shooting 5 of 6 from 3, still red hot from 3. Still no Avery Bradley for the Celtics, but Isaiah Thomas went out and did his thing once again, 27 points and 7 assists, and Marcus Smart chipped in 16, and Al Horford had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kyle Korver made his debut yesterday for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Cleveland Cavaliers couldn't beat the Utah Jazz. Gordon Hayward, 28 points and 9 rebounds for Utah. Is it just me, or does Gordon Hayward always seem to play really well against Cleveland? I remember not too long ago when he had that game winner in that duel against LeBron James. Gordon Hayward always seems to play really good against Cleveland. Motto of the day is do not make Damian Lillard angry. When Damian Lillard becomes angry, the game goes real bad real fast. The Lakers were right in this game until D'Angelo Russell wanted to start running his mouth at Damian Lillard. Then I guess the Portland Trailblazers used that as fuel for the ammunition as they went out and absolutely destroyed the Los Angeles Lakers in that second half. They outscored the Lakers by 23 in the second half, yo. 23 points in the second half. Final score 108-87. Lillard didn't shoot the ball well, only finished with 20 points on 7 of 21 shooting, but he also had 8 rebounds and 6 assists. It was CJ McCollum who had the hot hand once again for the Portland Trailblazers as he finished with 25 points on the night. So Atlanta now came out and said that they're not looking to trade Paul Millsap, but they are looking to trade Tim Hardaway Jr. for a second round pick basically. So Atlanta, no one knows what they're doing. They're on what is like a 6 or 7 game winning streak right now. They went out and beat the Brooklyn Nets 117-97. So they've been playing really well, but who knows exactly what it is that they're doing. I'm starting to think the Atlanta Hawks are just cheap. I'm starting to think they're cheap. They don't want to play Millsap at the end of the season. They don't want to play Tim Hardaway at the end of the season. So I'm starting to think that's the problem. They're just cheap. Dennis Schroeder had another really good game, 19 points, 10 assists, and Dwight Howard had 14 points and 16 rebounds for the Hawks. The Detroit Pistons had a solid lead against the Sacramento Kings before they blew it all away in the fourth quarter, getting outscored 32-17 in the fourth quarter and coming up with an L against the Sacramento Kings. 100-94 was the final score. For the Kings, DeMarcus Cousins did all the heavy lifting, 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. 4 of 5 from 3. The man was on absolute fire from 3. For the Pistons, KCP and Reggie Jackson played alright. Reggie Jackson didn't get many assists last night, only 3 assists to go along with 19 points, and KCP had 21 points, and Andre Drummond set a career high in blocks though with 7. And the Washington Wizards beat the Jimmy Butler-less Chicago Bulls last night 101-99 off a John Wall buzzer beater. This was the first shot John Wall made in his career with less than 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And John Wall had an amazing game yesterday, 26 points and 14 assists. Bradley Beal and Markieff Morris chipped in with 19 of their own for the Washington Wizards. And Rajon Rondo actually got some playtime yesterday after being benched for the longest time by the Chicago Bulls. Maybe they can't trade Rondo, so they're like, well, we can't trade him, we might as well use him. He had 12 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals in his 27 minutes off the bench. And that about wraps up all the action of the day 78 recap of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, go check out Amino down in the description box below. Submit your opinion in the poll, which will also be linked down in the description box below, and I will feature the answer whether or not you guys think Draymond Green is the MVP in tomorrow's video. Like the video if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks team SDC, and I'm out of here. Peace!